Hey guys, it's Sarah here with Free Because I Know, and today I'm going to be talking about wisdom teeth removal. Yes, the dreaded but sometimes hilarious wisdom teeth removal. So, I recently had to get mine out, and I'm the world's worst with needles, and the only way I was going to get my teeth out was if I was knocked out. There was no other way that I was going to get my teeth out. So, I had to face my fear of getting a needle put into me. Like, I'll pass out, and then I'll start shaking, and I'm just terrible with it. So it's not like I didn't have any reason to worry, right? And God says not to worry about anything. That's what Philippians 4:6 says. It says, do not worry about anything. Pray about everything. Tell God what you need and thank Him for all He has done. So, going into this, I was a little freaked out. Like the few days before, I was having, freakouts. Like, I was just so nervous about it because that's just something that really makes me anxious. We all have those things that makes us anxious or makes us worry, or we freak out a little bit about something, and I'm just nervous about it. And this is the thing for me that would freak me out and make me so anxious and nervous. And the Lord was like, no, do not be anxious about anything. That's what really stood out to me. Nothing. Nada. Do not be anxious about anything. Don't let anything make you nervous. And I was like, wow, how do I do that? Like, what? And the Lord was like, you can do all things through me again. That's the verse of the week, I think. All things through Christ who strengthens me. So I started reading my Bible more a few days before, and I started really praying about, that subject and just really focusing, trying to get in tune with God, because I knew this was going to be something that really made me nervous. And He just kept throwing out, do not be anxious about anything. And so the day of my wisdom teeth removal, I wasn't so nervous in the morning, but really I got super nervous on the way to the dentist. Like, my mom was driving, and I'm sure she could tell, like, all over me that I was freaking out. But like, I was really freaking out on the inside, and I was so nervous. And then I started thinking, like, what if this happens? Like, oh my goodness, what if I pass out while this is happening? And it's just like all these things started, freaking me out. And Satan was really trying to put those false thoughts into my head and those bad thoughts. And the Lord just threw that verse into my head. Do not be anxious about anything. And the butterflies and the what ifs just disappeared. Like the Lord had already delivered me from that. He, right then and there, the Lord is like, I got you. Right then, I knew He had gone before me. He went after me, and He's with me now. He really was there with me, and He took it away. I had such peace going into it, and I was not worried. And I was blessed too, for when the nurse I had, I was able to squeeze her hand so hard, and that really helped. And the Lord just helped me through it all, and He was completely over it. And that's when I fully had to trust God. It was like I just gave it to Him, and I'm like, I know you have me. I'm gonna let you do it because I trust you and I believe you and I have faith in you. So that's what I want to encourage y'all to do, is to have faith and to trust in the Lord and believe that He can do it, and to not let those anxious thoughts or those things from the devil distract you and throw you off course, because the Lord's like, do not be anxious about anything, nothing, and I got you. I think that's one thing too, is the Lord really prepared me before. He was telling me to read my Bible and to pray, and He gave me that verse of do not be anxious about anything. And that's one thing I think that we need to learn, is that we don't go to take a test without preparing for it, right? We don't go play a game or play like a sport without practicing for it. And it's the same thing with God and the devil. When he starts throwing those things up at you, of those thoughts of what if, or the worryiness, or how you feel, how you're so anxious inside, we have to prepare. We have to read the Bible and use His word against Satan, and it will work. Satan will flee from you if you read the Bible and throw those verses up at him. He's gone. He's out of there. He has no room if you're full of God, right? So just read the Bible and pray and be prepared when you go into battle, your mental warfare. Just really throw those verses back up at him. And that's all that's what you got to do. I'm telling you. I'm figuring this out as I go, as I live. You just have to really trust in the Lord and read and pray. And, also one thing is, in our weaknesses, God is strong. Like when you feel so weak, God is strong. God says he is strong in your weaknesses. So I know we all have those things that make us weak, that we all have our weaknesses. And God says, I'm strong in those. So don't run away from those, because God is the strongest. He is the strongest in those. So yeah, just really trust in the Lord and believe him, and don't let Satan control your life with fear and doubt and worry. Thank you so much for watching my video. Hope you subscribe and like it, and then also share it with others because I want to share the word with Jesus with everybody. So thank you for watching.